Hi, hello, this is KTX speaking. Today I wanted to talk about something called dynamic capability. A while back, around 2020, I was reading government reports like the DX white paper and the manufacturing white paper published by the Ministry of Economy, Trade and Industry. That's where I first came across this term. In simple words, dynamic capability refers to the ability to achieve results in a highly uncertain and challenging environment. A such environment where success is hard to come by. It's about having the capability to adapt and perform under constant change. Around the same time, I came across some word from Ichiro, the legendary baseball player, you know. He said something like this: you have to go all out in practice, full swing, full power. Otherwise, you won't perform well in the game. In practice, you swing with everything you've got, hitting balls out of the park, aiming home for home runs. That's how you build the ability to hit well in an actual game. Because in a real game, you rarely get a perfect pitch right down the middle. You face curveballs, fastballs, tricky placements. But if you never practice full swings, your batting ability will never improve. So in practice, you go all out, and then in a game, you adapt to whatever comes your way. That's the essence of what Ichiro was saying. And this applies not only to baseball, but to all sports and to businesses as well. Looking back, it sounds obvious, but it's something we often forget. Yesterday I talked about singing. A friend advised me, sing with your core, use your stomach muscles. When I tried that, my voice sounded better, and I was happy. But later, when I sent the recording to my friend, he said, well, the improvement was only in the first phrase. By the third phrase, you were back to your old habit. That was a bit disappointing, but it taught me something. When you sing with full energy, it feels great. And even in my recent K2X talk, my voice sounded stronger and more vibrant. That's what life should be about, right? I often talk about mindfulness, but mindfulness also means giving your best in energy every moment, being fully alive. Kids, adults, seniors, everyone should pour their energy and passion into the present moment. That's what makes life meaningful. But as we grow older, we start acting like critics, saying things like, well, that's how the world works. And somehow people who work hard with pure enthusiasm start feeling embarrassed, like they don't fit in. I think that's a sad trend. Honestly, we shouldn't care about that. I'm doing K2X with all my heart because it's fun for me. It's my passion. This is my life. Whether it's a hobby, daily life, or work, living with that attitude, giving your best, full swing, is what makes life worthwhile. That's my message for today. See you next time. それではまた。